Hiya folks, Sandro here with more cartoon news and shenanigans. And if you'd like more cartoon news and shenanigans, then ask you to please subscribe to my channel. In fact, do it right now so you don't forget about it later. And I thank you very much for that, guys. We're here on ScreenRant.com with an article by Warren Elliott. Let's take a look at this title. Princess and the Frog sequel show, first official image reveals Tiana's return. So there's going to be a sequel series to the original movie, The Princess and the Frog. It's going to be called Tiana. It's coming in 2023 is what we have here. And yeah, so it is called Tiana. So there's a nice little look at it from a different website here, Scoop, animationscoop.com. There you go, Jerry Beck. I read both of these articles, but I noticed that this blog, this is more of a blog here, Animation Scoop. Very interesting that this one had this picture. I don't know. A lot of the other articles I looked about this didn't have that picture particularly. So that's a cool picture right there. But you know, I think I like this picture a little bit more. So we get, the reason I like this picture is because it seems to indicate there's going to be some kind of magic in the series, right? If you guys ever watched the original Princess and the Frog, there was kind of voodoo, you know, I can't remember the name of the villain, honest to God, but, the main villain, he used like voodoo to like transform her into to transform the prince and her into a frog. Both of them get turned. And yeah, so the whole movie, they basically get unturned, or I guess turned back into humans. And we don't really see any magic after that, right? The evil villain of the movie kind of gets like turned into stone by his friends on the other side, you know, if you guys know the song there. But yeah, so this little puddle here seems to indicate there's going to be magic again in the series. It's weird where they're taking it. So I read through the article, right? Where was it here? I think it was here. Yeah. Disney Plus tweeted for the first image of the new Tiana series concept art showing Tiana on a large boat walking down the deck with a suitcase in hand. The caption states the series will feature Tiana on a new adventure, but indicates her New Orleans origin isn't far behind. Disney also announced the show will be directed and written by Stella Meggy, director of the films The Photograph and The Weekend, and it will be released in 2023, like I said. The weird thing about this, to me, right, it says, like the whole gimmick with the movie was that Tiana was this very hardworking person, right? And she wanted to fulfill her father's dreams of making this magnificent restaurant. You know what I mean? That's the whole, that's the whole gimmick of the of the movie. She sings that song, "We're almost there." You know, she's saving up her money. She wants to buy the restaurant, make it this beautiful, beautiful, magical restaurant. And, at the end, she ends up marrying the prince, and she ends up, getting what she dreamed of. You can see it in the end credits. She gets her big, fancy place, and they're all singing and dancing at the end there. The credits are rolling, and they have the song go. But it's weird that they would take the series in this direction. You know what I mean? It's like, here's a character. Her dream was to make that restaurant. And I just assumed they would never make a sequel, because if they make a sequel, it's kind of like her abandoning her father's dream, her restaurant. I don't necessarily like this idea. I don't know. You guys let me know. Do you like the idea? I don't know. It kind of like ruins the original movie by sending her off on an adventure. I don't know. Like, I guess she comes back. Maybe if they said she went on a vacation, you know what I mean? Maybe if this was like a decade after the original movie and she had been working hard for 10 years and then her friends and family are like, "Oh, come on, Tiana, go on a vacation. You've been working hard for 10 years. That's where I would like to see the story head. It just seems like they're just going to randomly throw her on a cruise here. I don't know what the heck's going on, but she just goes on an adventure. So screw the family restaurant, screw her dreams, I guess. And I guess she gets into more magical adventures, as we see here. Whatever the heck is going on in this puddle. Maybe she gets turned into a frog again, Everybody knows, it's the princess and the frog, right? So theoretically, I'm assuming that she's going to get turned into a frog again. Otherwise, the plot. What's the plot going to be? What's the plot going to be? I don't know. Maybe she gains the ability to turn into a frog whenever she wants to. Now that would be an interesting twist. Let's just say there's like some kind of evil organization, and she has to crawl through the vents. She turns into a frog. She could sneak around and be stealthy. You know what I mean? But then, again, that kind of like throws away the restaurant. This is not the best character to send on an adventure. I gotta be real here. Also, it doesn't mention anything about the prince, right? Like, she doesn't... is the prince accompanying her? Is she just abandoning the prince at the restaurant? What the heck's going on here? I honestly couldn't tell you. But I guess we gotta wait and find out. Now, this could be a good series, right? Like we've seen in the past. Let's look at this. Rapunzel's Tangled Adventure. A lot of people really, really enjoy this show. I personally never seen it. I thought it was more aimed at little girls, but I've heard from people, even adult, grown men, have told me this is a good series. Yeah, let me know in the comment section. Did you ever watch Rapunzel's Tangled Adventures? Is it any good? Because, again, I've never seen a single episode of the show. I did see the original Tangled, of course. I thought that was a good movie. But, yeah, very interesting stuff. So it has the potential to be good, right? Rapunzel's Tangled Adventure had, like, a good mystery from what I hear. And it was well received. You know, you could see here that, 7.7 out of 10, 85% like this show. So very overwhelmingly positive here. Not a bad show at all. And this could have the potential to do really good. One of the things I was just a little bit weird on was like, why not Frozen, though? I did read in the article that it said something about like they changed Splash Mountain. I can't remember where it was. But they mentioned in one of these articles, or maybe it was the other one that I pulled up, but they mentioned that they're changing Splash Mountain. Here. Being reimagined based on the movie in an effort to change the ride's relation to the controversial Song of the South. Yeah, there you go. So basically, they're going to reimagine Splash Mountain and theme it towards The Princess and the Frog. But it's like, okay. I'm just like shocked that they would not. Disney right now is starving for anime, like for anything to get on Disney Plus. They're starving for that next big hit. I'm shocked that they didn't make a Frozen animated show, not a continuation. They should have just did a brand new Frozen animated series because Frozen was huge. I thought the sequel Frozen 2 was a little bit mediocre personally, but hey, that's just me. Again, I'd like to hear your thoughts on Frozen 2 in the comment section down below. But, very interesting they chose to go with Tiana as opposed to Frozen, or maybe even like Wreck-It Ralph. I don't know. Would you guys have gone with Tiana? Would that have been your first choice? If I was a Disney executive, I'd be like, Frozen was huge. It made so much money. I'd probably go with Frozen. That's just my opinion. But hey, if they want to throw Splash Mountain and Song of the South right under the bus, I personally think they should put Song of the South on Disney Plus anyways, just for the historic value, even though people said it was racist. The historic value is still there. Why hide it? Why even hide it? I think I even saw that like Whoopi Goldberg wanted that. She said that she found that movie inspirational and always wanted Disney to bring it back. So I don't know. But Disney is hell-bent on, eviscerating all evidence that Song of the South existed. And so maybe this is a great way to hide it. The movie, The Princess and the Frog, there's not much to draw off there, right? They could theme a couple things off the swamp. If they make this new series, there's going to be a lot more stuff to bring in. They could even take this ship right here and make that an attraction. Why not, right? Interesting stuff here. I personally would have gone with Frozen. That's just me. I want to hear all your thoughts in the comment section down below. That's it. Please like the video. Please share the video. And please subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers. So thank you very much if you just did that. Peace out and bye-bye.